Welcome back. In this lecture, we'll learn class and object. Python is an object-oriented programming language, and class is a blueprint without having any physical sense. Example, when constructing a building by a builder, you can actually have a blueprint of the house you are trying to build. And class can contain attributes and behaviors, that is methods or functions. And we'll cover the following topics: how to create a class using class keyword, how to use the built-in function init to assign values to attributes when the object is created, and class user-defined methods, how to set values to the attributes, how to delete attribute values using del keyword, and delete objects using del keyword, and how to use pass statement to write empty class. Now let's see the demo. Go to our IDE and new Python file, and let's name it class object demo. Let's add the comment class and object demo. Now let's see how to create a class by using the class keyword. So let's add the comment, and let's try to print the same comment using the print function so we can see in the console. Now let's create a class by using the class keyword class, and the class name is person. And within the class we have an attribute. This is an integer variable since we assigned int value to it, and this is called attribute. Now create an object for the class and assign it to person variable. Here we are trying to create an object to person class that we created by using the class keyword. Now let's try to access the attribute by using the person reference person dot age. By using the person reference we can access the elements of the class. This is the class attribute. Now let's save it and run it. Run class object demo. So now we can see the value of age 40. So let's add the comment. Here we are trying to access the person class attribute, that is age. Now let's see how to use the built-in function init and assign the values when we create an object. Let's add it to the print function so we can see in the console, and let's create another class. Let's name it person1, class person1. And to create the built-in function by using the def keyword, def init self comma name age height weight. Let's add 4 more elements to the init function. Self is a parameter that is a reference to the current instance of a class. Let's add to the comment self parameter is a reference to the current instance of the class. So now let's assign the values name self dot age equal to age, and self dot height equal to height, and self dot weight equal to weight. Let's create an object for the class and assign to an instance variable person. Now we can pass the values. Let's say for the name Ali, and age 30, height 5'6", and weight is 130. Here we are assigning the values to the attributes name, age, height, and weight when we are trying to create the object itself. Here we created the object but we didn't assign any values. We assigned the values inside the class. Here we are assigning the values when we are trying to create the object itself, because we are using the init built-in function. So this self refers to the current instance of the object. So that means it is person1's current object, and it will be assigned with the values. Name will be replaced by Ali, age will be replaced by 30, height will be replaced by 5'6", weight will be replaced by 130, and we are setting the values to the attributes name, age, weight, and height by using the self keyword. Here we are trying to create an object, and as soon as we create the object, the init method will be called and the values will be set to the attributes. Now let's try to access the elements. Person1 dot, let's assign to person1 dot name, and let's try to print. So now we should see Ali. Okay, so similarly let's try to print the other attributes, that is age, height, and weight. Now let's run it. So now we can see the attributes of the class: name, age, height and weight. This is the built-in function. Now let's create user-defined function within a class. So class can contain both attributes and also functions. Let's add this comment to the print function so we can see in the console. Let's take the same thing and let's name it person2. Create another user-defined function. Let's name it person function and print self dot name dot age, height, weight. Now let's take the same values. So here we are trying to create an object for the class person2 and assign to person2. Now by using the instance of an object, we can access the attributes name, age, height and weight, and also we can access the function as well. So now when we call the function person function, initially when we create an object person2, the values name will be replaced by Ali, age, height and weight will be replaced by 30, 5, 6 and 130, and we are setting the values by using the self keyword. So the next thing is we are calling the function person function. So here we are passing the self. So that means name, age, height and weight will already be set by using the init function, and when we try to print name, age, height and weight, we should see all these values printed in the console. So now let's run it. So now we can see Ali 30, 5, 6 and 130. So that is how we can create attributes, built-in function and also user-defined function within a class. Now let's see how to set values to attributes. So let's print the same comment so we can see in the console by using the print function. Here person2 dot name is Ali. So now let's set person2 dot name with Jeff. person2 dot name. So here if we print person2 dot name, that is Ali, and now we are setting the person2 dot name with Jeff, so that is Ali will be replaced by Jeff. So now try to print this. So now we can see initially it is Ali and now we replaced by Jeff. So let's try to call person2 dot person function, and after setting let's call this so we can see the entire object with all the 4 elements Ali 30, 5, 6, 130, and we replaced Ali with Jeff. Now let's see how to use delete keyword to delete an attribute value. So let's try to print person2 dot age, so that is 30. Now let's delete by using the delete keyword. Let's delete the attribute, and after deleting let's try to print the attribute person2 dot age. So initially it is 30, so now we deleted, so that's the reason you are getting attribute error. person2 object has no attribute age because we already deleted by using the del keyword, so that's why it is throwing attribute error. Now let's see how to delete an object by using del keyword. So here we are deleting just one attribute, whereas by using del keyword we can also delete the entire object. So let's delete person2 object and let's try to access person2 dot one of its element, that is name. We have name, age, height and weight. We already deleted age, so now let's try to access name attribute after deleting entire person object. So now we can see name error, name person2 is not defined because we already deleted the person object, so that's why we get this name error. It is not defined anymore. Now the last one, how to use pass statement when we have an empty class. Let's create another class person3, and if we don't have any statements within the person class, let's run it. So now we see syntax error, unexpected end of file while parsing. If you don't have any attributes or functions within a class, then just use the pass statement, so you will not get any error. Now, in the next lecture we'll learn inheritance. All right, see you in the next lecture.